Hello everyone, and this is Shepard. Welcome back. A Monster Hunter World Iceborne. This time a hunt with the Longsword. Major change with the Longsword now is the special sheath into the Iai attacks, the Iai Slash and the Iai Spirit Slash. Slash makes it easier for you to keep your gauge up. Spirit Slash is kind of like maybe a safer Helmbreaker with timed correctly. Causes you not to flinch and your spirit gauge to not go down. So not a replacement to Helmbreaker. Helmbreaker's still going to do more damage, but an alternative. I can't say necessarily I used it quite as much in this hunt as I would have liked. Nonetheless, it does get used. Spirit Slash does get used. So you should see both of them and kind of like get a general feel for Longsword in general. Maybe the most interesting thing about the Iai Slash, or the Iai Spirit Slash, well, special sheath in general, is you can combo directly into it out of Helmbreaker. So if you have just done a Helmbreaker on the monster and you're looking to recover quickly with an attack, you can actually combo directly into it. And I think I do that at least once. Now, this was like maybe the second time I've used this weapon, so still wouldn't say I was a master at it. But if you're willing to go down to either your white sharpness or your timing is good enough, you can do a Spirit Slash. Now, something to note, Foresight Slash appears to have been tightened up a little bit. How exactly? I don't know. It just feels a little bit less forgiving than it used to be. I don't know if it's less iframes, if the radius on it has been decreased. That seems to be my main feeling regarding it. Still good, still worth using. Maybe that's their attempt of trying to make the Iai Spirit Slash more worthwhile using, as it's maybe similar in ability to Foresight Slash now that you can attack through other monsters' attacks. I forgot to change my radial menu, so right now I'm like panicking, like I gotta heal, but I can't use radial menu type 1. There we go. That's always a mess. Looks like somebody had wide range equipped. Thank you, kind sir or madame. So now that triggered. And that would normally think that wouldn't trigger based off the radius changes I had from playing around with the weapon earlier. So now we're up to red. That means we can start aiming to do our normal shenanigans, which is, Helmbreaker and various other things. We can still get the hit off, which that feels really bad. I like the geysers. I love that this may be their solution to some aerial spam, in that you still get kind of like a dynamic mounting ability. And then on top of that, you can't really spam it that much. Getting flinch locked a little bit. And now I'm like, I don't have time to do Helmbreaker. I think right then I was trying to do the special sheath. That was the slash. And you can see the slash was able to start filling up my gauge, which is good. And that's the Iai Spirit Slash. Which, because it didn't do a counter to the monster, I now realize will cause your gauge to go down a level. You can see the Clutch Claw attack does a reasonable job of filling up the spirit gauge. It's not terrible. Now, one thing I don't use, and that's like definitely my bad, is I do believe the Longsword has access to Slinger Burst? I don't know, I could be wrong. I don't see it on the controls, actually. No. After Spirit Blade, you can do a Slinger Burst. So that's the R2 attack. I missed that. And I'm sorry for missing that. And I'm sorry for missing that Spirit Helmbreaker, too. No. Of course, landing Helmbreaker gives you the refilling gauge, so there's not necessarily any need to do the Iai Spirit Slash to start filling up the gauge again. Likewise, if you're not going to be landing a counter, the Iai Spirit Slash is kind of a waste of Spirit gauge, in my opinion, from what I can tell so far. Probably going to cut that tail and screw everything up. God damn it. Alright, so clearly not the most stylish of hunts. But you see, doing good damage. You know, they haven't nerfed Longsword's damage at all, as best I can tell. You can tell, like, Longsword is still Flinch City with, like, all of the weapons. My preference, for the most part, would be weakening the monster part. The only weapon that I'm, like, really in love with in terms of getting slinger ammo with is Sword and Shield, which, of course, I have footage of that. We will be looking at that soon. All right, I figured the fight is close to over, which is why I felt like that was worthwhile. I might die here. I don't want to do that. And again, it's just like such a natural feeling that as the monster's running away, you grab and you get one little extra clutch claw attack off. Get yourself a little extra pod if you want or need it. You don't necessarily need it. I do feel it'll be nicer for weapons that are able to weaken the monster. I really do. Because when the monster's done running, you're going to have that really weak spot to hit on. Okay, so, you know, if I had another chance to redo any of the weapons I've done so far, outside of bow, which I've not shown you guys yet, it would probably be Longsword. Even still, you kind of get to see a little bit what the weapon's like, what the new moves are like, what their new functions could possibly be for. So hopefully that helped a little bit. Alright, so that's it for now. I'm going to throw a card up on the screen. I did fly out to E3 on my own expense. So, blasting me with your social media love and attention and adoration would be appreciated. I do stream full-time on twitch.tv/SDShepherd. You can, of course, always like, comment, and if you have not done so already, subscribe to this channel. I do have a Twitter, which I'm really bad at using, but if you want to slide in my DMs there, you can at SD_Shepherd. And, yeah, that's it for now. So, more weapons coming out soon. Going to be trying to get them out one each day. I did get some footage of Code Vein and Rad that I'm going to narrate and put out eventually. And there's another video series I'm thinking of working on relatively soon as well. So, plenty of things coming up in the YouTube channel. Again, I love you all. Thank you all. I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Until next time, this is Shepherd saying good luck and have a good hunt.